This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Let's get right into today's top stories. Across California, including here in San Diego, communities are trying to figure out how to remove Cesar Chavez's name while still honoring the labor rights movement he helped lead. This evening, the San Diego Unified School Board will consider renaming an elementary school in Southcrest. NBC7's Audra Stafford explains why any change won't happen overnight.
Cesar Chavez Elementary has stood on this corner for nearly 30 years. Tonight, the school board will decide whether the name will stand in the years to come. Trustworthiness, citizenship, responsibility. They're some of the core values at Cesar Chavez Elementary. Values the San Diego Unified School District is now questioning are still in line with the school's namesake.
I'm pretty sure that people want to do the right thing, you know, but Cesar Chavez is part of our history too. He helped us out, so I wouldn't like Mexican American image to just vanish, you know.
But Josue Alejandro Garcia says given that some of the allegations against Chavez involve the sexual abuse of young girls, he doesn't feel his name belongs on the school.
Instead of putting faces, maybe we should just stick with images. You know, if the ego, that's something that we were walking around with and representing it, then let's just keep it with the ego, you know?
Last year, the district voted unanimously to overhaul the process for changing a school name or mascot after complaints that it lacked transparency. The name-changing process must now follow a series of steps. First, a committee must be created that includes student ambassadors and community members, as well as representatives from the school and district. The committee must then create a survey or gather signatures to get public input, as well as hold at least 2 public hearings. Then they'll review all of the feedback and make a recommendation to the board. The board will vote on the proposed name change, then, if approved, come up with a transition plan. Claremont High School was the first to make a change under the new rules. Last month, the board voted to switch their mascot from the Chieftains to the Captains. Although the new policy typically limits the district to just 1 school name or mascot change per year, the district felt it was important to look at possibly renaming Cesar Chavez Elementary, with Superintendent Fabiola Bagula saying in part, quote, "We are deeply mindful of the complexity of this moment and the impact it may have on our community. As a district, we are committed to creating space for thoughtful, respectful conversations and to supporting our educators and school communities through this process." Tonight's meeting starts at 5 o'clock. It'll be held at the Morse High School Performing Arts Center on Skyline Drive, not district headquarters. From Southcrest, I'm Audra Stafford, NBC7.
So there is a cost associated with changing a school's name. We asked the SDUSD board president just how much it would cost to rename Cesar Chavez Elementary. He couldn't give us a dollar amount, but says it will be minimal and won't affect the budget they are already trying to balance. We'll have more on the story, of course, for you later this evening on NBC7 News at 4. A rally is planned for the afternoon to try to get the San Diego Unified Board to reverse layoff plans of some of its workers, including special education and teachers' aides, cafeteria workers, bus drivers, and office staff. The San Diego Unified School Board said it has been trying to keep these cuts as far away from the classroom as possible, but the affected employees say if these layoffs stick, the kids are going to feel it too. Unions representing the employees as well as students and parents plan to rally at the Morse High School Performing Arts Center at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Our chief meteorologist Sheena Parveen joins us now with a look at your forecast. Hi, Sheena.
Hi there. As we head through the afternoon, it's going to be warm again today, but not as hot as last week. If you're at the beaches, we'll be around 70 degrees. Wave heights 1 to 3 feet, low risk of rip currents. Coastal communities away from the beaches, about the mid 70s. Downtown around 77 degrees. Miramar close to 80. Inland valleys will be closer to the mid 80s this afternoon, and sunny, and mountains around 80 with deserts in the mid 90s. We are going to warm up a little bit more though Wednesday through Friday, around 90 inland. Saturday still in the 90s, mid to low 90s with more clouds.
Still markedly cooler today than it has been, right? Okay, still to come. It is opening day at Petco Park this week. Can you believe it? And for those driving to the ballpark, parking, as you can imagine, is going to be top of mind. We will have what you need to know if you're going to check out the Padres. That's coming up next. Stay with us.
We are rolling. You're left. I'm sorry.
Let's do this.
Where do you get your information from? Well, definitely start with the local news.
The reason why I love listening to local news like NBC, they give the facts.
California families could feel
They have a genuine interest, first as people and second as a news team.
Because this is their community too.
Sometimes the news isn't always fun. Bringing it to us every day in good and bad times is something that we rely on.
Nice to have you with us.
This is San Diego News Daily.
I'm Monica Dean. Welcome back. A South Bay man convicted of murder, rape, and kidnapping is being sentenced right now. Back in November, Rafael Banda was found guilty of killing Jamie Morton in his Palm City home. That happened in March of 2023. Banda then held another woman captive at his home and raped her after she refused to help him dismember Morton's body. She escaped and flagged down a passerby, leading to Banda's arrest. Banda already has an extensive criminal record and spent 14 years in prison for assault with a deadly weapon back in 2008. We will have the latest on his sentencing in our later shows. Also, you can get updates from NBC7.com. And 1 of 5 people charged in a deadly human smuggling case in Del Mar was sentenced to just under a year prison time. Last May, a boat with 19 people on board left Mexico, then capsized off the coast of Del Mar. 4 people were killed, including a teenager and a young girl. Yesterday, Gustavo Lara was sentenced to 10 months in prison as part of a plea deal. He was arrested after 4 migrants from the boat got into his car. The 2 men accused of piloting the boat are awaiting trial. 2 other defendants were already sentenced to prison. The Port of San Diego will soon be home to some wildlife, new wildlife, in fact, as part of a project to help revive the bay's ecosystem and clean the water. 2 large structures will be built along Harbor Island and in Chula Vista along the Sweetwater Channel. The Board of Port Commissioners approved this project this month after a successful pilot program. The port says the so-called e-concrete installed back in 2021 not only stood up to the waves for years, but soon housed 60 different species, including some that help to filter the water. Chief Meteorologist Sheena Parveen will have a look at your weather forecast right after this.
On January 22nd, I got a phone call from my daughter.
Rolling.
All right. She said, "Mom, the water's already waist high," and we were all scrambling.
There's been 2 wildfires that have come through. We were able to watch NBC7, and we knew that as long as they were there, we were going to be okay.
We're going to be here. We're going to keep an eye on things.
Because of you guys, they acted.
This is the source of all of this neighborhood's problems.
Everything can be so unpredictable, and we rely on this coverage.
And that's a tornado warning. Hi there, I'm NBC7 meteorologist Sheena Parveen. For today at the coast, mid-70s. For the Inland Valley's mid-80s. Mountains will be around 80 degrees, deserts mid-90s. So we're still running around 10 to 15 degrees above normal for this time of the year. Just not as hot as we were last week. We do warm up a little more for the coast for the end of the week, around 80 degrees. And for the Inland Valleys, we'll get closer to 90 tomorrow through Friday. Saturday's still going to be hot with more clouds, but we're dry. Look at next week. We have quite a shift in our weather pattern. Looks cooler with maybe some rain chances.
Okay, well, that would be new. Thank you. As excitement is growing for Padres opening day on Thursday, many fans are still disappointed about all the parking situations there in the gas lamp, right? Well, this is the first full Padres season since the city started its surge pricing at parking meters. Typically, the meters are going to cost you around $2.50 an hour, but during surge pricing, it goes up to $10 an hour, starting 2 hours before the game and lasting 4 hours after the game starts. This is a big jump in cost, not just for fans, but also for people who work in the area.
A lot of my cooks, a lot of my front of the house, we have to get 2 jobs now, and then to throw another, if you're working an 8-hour shift, 2 hours before and after any event down here, I mean, that's 60, 70, 80 bucks right there in just parking alone.
Being on the trolley, I think the people that are going to get hit with that should start thinking about other choices on getting down here.
The city tells us the increased parking fees generated $23,000 per game compared to $2,100 previously. NBC7 will have complete coverage of opening day starting Thursday morning at 5 a.m. Derek Togerson starts us off on the morning show. Then Darnay Tripp will take you over to bring you all you need to know, plus all the highlights. And we, of course, will have more coverage to count on at NBC7.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.